I'm the executive chef and owner here at the Crafthouse Gastropub. Basically, it's when you're bringing high quality food together with high quality beer, wine, and spirits. For me, this was kind of my chance to build a restaurant that I would want to frequent. And so, there's a couple of things that I really am passionate about. One of them is craft beers, and the other is food. And you're kind of presenting it in a unpretentious way that's very accessible to a lot of different people. We can still be casual, or you can see nicer, higher quality food without having to pay a little more or be in a kind of stuffy environment. You're going to come in, you're going to get high quality beers and stuff, but the food is going to be completely made from scratch. Doing nicer style bar food, and just all that kind of fits in to the environment, but it's definitely something you don't see very often. You can kind of go to a bar and grill and kind of know what you're going to see on the menu. You probably see hot wings. You probably see, there's certain things that you're going to expect to see when you can come here, and there's chicken liver mousse, or it's something a little bit different. There's beef tongue and cheek on the menu. There's always something a little different that we're willing to kind of step outside the box. It's just kind of like my notion of chefs should be able to pull from locally as much as possible, whether it's Lubbock or whether it's Texas. Local is important, I think, to chefs. It's really become more of a trend. You see it happening more often. Plus, it makes it a little more exciting. I can make any menu I wanted right now and probably get whatever I wanted ordered from across the world. Anything is really easy to do, but that's not as fun. If you're limited to what you can use and what you have locally, then you're kind of forced to get creative with different things. So it's definitely been in our mind that we want to use local products. Plus, it supports community. They tend to tell people about us, and it becomes this really nice community, and that I think Lubbock really would benefit from, but lacks right now. So my wife and I are both kind of the creative forces behind the restaurant. It's just kind of part of our ideals is keeping it fresh, using stuff that's available, that's in season, and that kind of thing. I think it's a lot of fun to go to fall and then summer. Summer is just obvious because the produce is you can get pretty much anything. So everything's pretty much in season in the summer and plentiful. So, but then the fall you can really kind of change flavors. So I kind of like that change of pace, going from spring, summer, which is kind of similar, and then you go to fall and it's completely different. So I always get excited when somebody is willing to try the things you aren't going to find on the menu. We've had calf's liver on the menu. We've had now we have beef tongue and cheek. So anytime somebody's venturing that way, gets me pretty excited, because that's something that I hold dear. Because as a chef, you try to use as many parts as you can, and so instead of that stuff getting kind of thrown away or tossed to the side, you can utilize them in ways. And if I can present them in a way that seems appetizing to people, I think that's kind of a win for me. We get a lot from Texas, and people really like that. Before anything, they'll try the one from Texas. And so it's really important to me that I bring in people like Real or Franconia, all from Texas, because I knew people would like that, and they make good beer. We do get a lot from Colorado. There's a lot of breweries there that are doing really good things, and then California some. We definitely are all over Facebook. We try to post pictures all the time to get people in. And then we've hooked up the belly system. We know that we kind of have a crowd of young professionals. So usually with that, they're pretty technologically savvy. So, we've definitely have used that to our advantage in our advertising in that kind of way. And it's cost effective. Well, as far as the gastropub or anything that we tend to do, I don't ever want to replicate it necessarily, even though it might be popular. I kind of feel like one location's in this town is enough.